Hello, my name is David Pantle. I would like to take a few minutes to discuss with you a speech I recently watched. It was given by John Fitzgerald Kennedy on September 12, 1960, to the Houston Ministerial Association during his presidential campaign. This oration was meant to address concerns that his religious upbringing and beliefs might influence his presidential agenda in favor of his own Catholic faith. Kennedy takes this opportunity to relay to the audience his vision for America in regards to religion, which is one centered around freedom. The freedom of the individual to pursue and practice their own religious beliefs, and the freedom of the state and its people from religious rule or influence. His sincerity in his vision and his dismissal of the accusation against him is clear and can be seen in his nonverbal communication. His posture says a great deal. He remains tall and straight, indicating a formal attitude and showing how seriously he takes his words. It displays confidence and honesty. He is not afraid of what he believes, but more importantly, he is not afraid to say it. His serious tone matches this physical message. It is stern and to the point. There is little use of dynamic pitch and volume in his speech. These can display large amounts of emotion, which is clearly not his goal. He is proving to his peers that he is not easily swayed by irrational thoughts that can come quickly from strong emotional states. This is important, considering that he is addressing their concerns over influences he may experience in his presidency. It is a subconscious reassurance to the audience that he is a well-grounded candidate. At many points during his speech, you will also notice gentle but purposeful nods following his statements. They display very transparently an affirmation to his beliefs. They are not arrogant in manner, but very casual and done in a matter-of-fact fashion. I feel these are subconscious reactions from him, given their subtlety, and the combination of confidence and humility that they present is a great way to connect to the audience. Empathizing with his peers is crucial here, and he shows it with his eyes as well. Throughout the entire presentation, he brings his gaze from the podium to the people. He does it quickly, of course, but only to return to his text in between glances. Every time he looks up, he makes sure to focus on a different part of the group. Everybody sees his eyes at some point. He shows the addressees that he not only sees them physically, but also sees their concerns. Here they can see physical proof that he is listening to them. His voice, while being stern to show his seriousness in the issue, comes off calm and smooth. Every sentence has a purposeful flow and is disjointed by well-placed pauses. Those split seconds between phrases allow those listening time to ingest the information, which places more emphasis on it. He makes sure that the audience does not feel rushed or that he is trying to conclude his speech as if it is just another task in his busy day. They are getting the best of his time and attention. This is only one of many great speeches by John F. Kennedy, and I highly recommend listening to it. I enjoyed hearing his voice and was very inspired by his words. That being said, I did encounter some challenges while trying to listen to him. First, and rather obviously, there was the distraction of analysis. I was carefully watching his nonverbal cues, which weakened my ability to attend to what he was verbally conveying. This multitasking pitfall is dangerous because of how commonly we encounter it. There doesn't even need to be a physical stimuli or objective around for our minds to start work elsewhere. A single word, even from the speaker we are focusing on, can start a chain of ideas that leads away from the main point in front of us. Even when I wasn't distracted by watching his physique, I still caught my mind off subject. Another problem I encountered while trying to watch his address was in the outdated technology. The camera recording him did not capture the event as visually or auditorily well as today's equipment would have done. There was a great deal of static, and the words seemed to get fuzzy whenever he spoke loudly or quickly. Not being able to hear clearly stole some of my focus just to try and decipher and keep up with what he was saying. Had I been there in person, I'm sure I would have had an easier time assimilating this information. Though most of us never had the opportunity to listen to John F. Kennedy in person, he spoke loud enough that future generations would still hear him. I look forward to applying what I've learned from this great man and the inner workings of the communication process itself into every decision in my future. Thank you for listening.